Today is a very auspicious day, disappearance day of Sri Sarup Damodar Goswami, and also Ratha Yatra in Jagannath Puri Dham. So I will try to remember about Sarup Damodar Goswami as our Gurudev wrote in the book, and in between also Ratha Yatra topic is coming in his biography. In Krishna Lila, Sarup Damodar is Lalita Saki, according to Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Some are saying Vishaka, but Bhaktivinoda Thakur saw Lalita. And there were 3.5 most intimate associates of Mahaprabhu: Raya Ramananda, Sarup Damodar, Shiki Mahiti, and half is his sister Madhavi Devi. Why? Because they are all maid servants or in the service of Radharani, like Lalita Vishaka, Raya Ramananda, Sarup Damodar, and they are also some Saki. So in Madhur Jaras they are. So when Mahaprabhu was in some ecstasy in separation grief from Krishna, then Sarup Damodar would sing appropriate songs. And from Chandidas, Vidyapati, and like this. So day and night in Puri, we were hearing from Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Sarup Damodar also is very intimately connected. So he knew everything about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wrote that 3 verses which Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami used in Chaitanya Charitamrita, wherein it is explained that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the combined manifestation of Radha Krishna. Krishna trying to taste the love of Radharani in 3 ways. What is the glory, what is the joy she gets, we were hearing there. So this is coming from Sarup Damodar Goswami. And whole Chaitanya Charitamrita is actually the essence of his notes. What Sarup Damodar would note down when he was seeing the pastimes of Mahaprabhu in Puri, then he made those verses memorized by Raghunath Das Goswami. And Raghunath Das Goswami, when he was in Radhakunda doing bhajan, that time for 3 hours per day, he used to speak different leelas of Mahaprabhu in Puri, and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was hearing from him. So this, what Sarup Damodar wrote and explained, the essence of this is Chaitanya Charitamrita, or elaborated. Sarup Damodar was the best Kirtaniya. Mahaprabhu would become mad and start to dance immediately after hearing Sarup Damodar's Kirtan. He was already with Mahaprabhu in Navadip Dham. That time his name was Purushottamacharya. So he was performing all those leelas with Mahaprabhu in Srivasa's house and Nagar Sankirtan and Chandrasekharacharya Bhavan. Then when Mahaprabhu took sannyas, then he also became like mad, and he also went to Varanasi and started the procedure of taking sannyas so that he could be released from all worldly duties and everything, so that he can serve Krishna without any obstacles. But he did not finish that whole procedure for taking sannyas. because it was not necessary for him. And his guru also told him, you should learn Vedanta and teach Vedanta. But Sarup Damodar, that was not his idea. His idea was, I will stay with Mahaprabhu in Puri and will serve him. So without fully finishing that procedure, he came to Puri to join with Mahaprabhu. At that time, he told this verse, this very nice verse, when he bowed down to Mahaprabhu after meeting him in Puri. He said, Helo dhulita khedaya bishadaya pron milad amo doya shamya chastra vivadaya rasa daya chitarpiton madaya shashvat bhakti binodaya samadaya madurja marjadaya Shri Chaitanya Doyanide Tavadoya Bhuyat Amandu Doya. O Ocean of Mercy, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, may your auspicious mercy rise like the dawn, driving away all kinds of material lamentation, making everything pure, and awakening transcendental bliss, ending all quarrels and disagreements among different scriptures, giving the taste of spiritual life and the intoxicating joy of devotional service, revealing the extent of the conjugal mood's sweetness, and maddening the minds of those surrendered to you. He spoke this verse. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced him, and he was also introduced to Raya Ramananda when in Puri. And they also had great friendship with Pundarik Vidyanidhi. They would speak everything to each other. And you know, on that Oran Shashti day, when Jagannath is dressed with that new cloth for winter, it has starch in it. So Pundarik Vidyanidhi was doubting, this is not correct. They should not do this. So you know, then in the night time, Jagannath and Baladev came and they slapped him. Why you are criticizing my servants? It is my desire that they are doing like this. If you want like this type of purity, then you leave this place. Why you come here and disturb? So in this way, and his cheeks were swollen, and he told to Sarup Damodar, this is what happened in dream. Then Sarup Damodar was very happy that his friend got such blessing from Jagannath. He said, I never heard before anyone getting such blessing in dream. Because dreams are also real. Either they are karmic or transcendental. In any case, they are created by Krishna. Also, Srila Sridhar Maharaj told one interesting thing. He said, how is this possible? We are dreaming, and like for example, we are entering into some forest. There are many trees there. So when did this tree grow? Because I went to like sleep at 10 p.m. today, and my dream starting maybe, I don't know, sometime, and in the morning I wake up 6 a.m. or something. So, but in dream, I am seeing in that garden one grown-up tree. How is this possible? When did this tree grow into that size already? Because everything is created by Krishna. He said one is gross plane, one is subtle plane. The dreams are subtle plane. So everything is created by Krishna and it is temporary. And there is also transcendental realm. So Krishna can do anything. That is why also that karma, we heard, karma is like seed and tree. It is during the destruction, the karma is like in a seed form. And when new creation comes, then it will become like a tree. and then again it will like a seed. But first starting point, how you can make. But if Krishna can make in dream that there is a grown-up tree already there, so why not? What is the difficulty in understanding that Krishna can create anything as he likes? There is no need of physical laws, like first there must be seed, and then there must be so much time to become a tree. No, that is physical law, but that physical law is also given by Krishna. But if he wants, he can make a tree immediately like grown, or karma of Jiva. When Jiva wants from marginal potency, she wants to enjoy something, Krishna immediately can fulfill that. No need all the procedures, everything. Krishna is omnipotent. So here, Pundarik Bidyanidhi got in dream direct from Jagannath and Baladev chastisement. They were beating, and that it was true. It was also shown in when he woke up, his cheeks were still swollen. And Sarup Damodar said, very good. You got grace. So now we came to this topic for today also, Gundicha and Ratha Yatra pastime. The Sarup Damodar was one of the chief participants in the cleaning of the Gundicha temple. That was yesterday. And also we heard that he chastised that Gauriya devotee. He poured water on Mahaprabhu's feet inside Gundicha, but he also begged that Mahaprabhu should forgive him, and he did. So, Mahaprabhu, today is this topic, Ratha Yatra. First, as we heard yesterday, first Baladev will come out from the temple. On the pretext, Jagannath is telling to Lakshmi, I will go on some excursion to Gundicha and I will rescue all the fallen souls, so I will go. So on today's day, first Baladev will come out, because Baladev is Guru Tattva. Although he is Krishna himself, non-different, first expansion, but his mood is that he serves Krishna and is teaching others and empowering others to serve Krishna. Without his grace, Nayam Atma Labhyo Balahinena. One cannot attain Paramatma or Supreme Lord without strength, Balahinena. This means spiritual strength. This must be given by Baladev Prabhu, Gurudev. Otherwise, you cannot, by your own effort, get the service of Krishna. That is why also Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja. Kindly, mercifully accept me as your servant and give me your service. We cannot get it forcefully by our own effort. So Guru gives this cheat ball. So that is Baladev. And then next will come Subhadra. Subhadra means pure devotion. We will have to engage in the service of Krishna in pure devotion, means for his satisfaction, as Gurudev will tell. This you should do for the service. Then one can attain Jagannath will come. And Sudarshan is always with Jagannath, his weapon. And he's also a person, personified. Not only this, but he's a person. Everything is conscious. So first they come out. We were hearing from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and also you can see on YouTube that live webcast. Now also there is recording there. It is almost 12 hours long recording. So they will carry Baladev, and with musical that performance, and from one death bed to another, carrying, and sometimes that rope is broken. Mahaprabhu told, or those cotton pads, they are broken, and he's going like intoxicated. That is the system, like ecstasy. Then he will come to the chariot. His chariot is blue color. Although today I saw on YouTube, it looks more like a green, but maybe it is such color or sun like that. I don't know. Gurudev yesterday he wrote blue. So he will enter there, Ratha. And then Subhadra also will be carried, and she will also enter the Ratha. And then finally Jagannath and Sudarshan, they will come and they will go in that yellow Ratha, and Subhadra is in black one, if I remember correctly. So then the king will come. I saw him. He was wearing mask. Other pujaris and those sevaks of Jagannath, they were not carrying. Some rare, but mostly not. But king was wearing mask. Maybe to show by example. So, and he will do puja, and that Shankaracharya, the Mayavadi guru, he will also do puja, but his conception is different. But Shankaracharya drove out the Buddhists and he re-established Vedic practice, but their conception is different. But anyhow, now it became a tradition that they are doing. And the king will also sweep the road for Jagannath to go. And then the devotees, they will pull first Baladev, and then Subhadra, and then Jagannath. And you know that it is actually going, they are going by their own will. That is, pulling is like a show, because sometimes they are pulling but it cannot go. Sometimes not pulling but going, and they have to catch like this. So it is by his own will. They are going, sometimes stopping, sometimes going fast, sometimes going slow. And we heard that how Mahaprabhu saw, he saw it when Krishna is in Dwaraka, in opulence mood, king and so many elephants, horse, everything. Then they went to Kurukshetra to observe solar eclipse. And there was a big ceremony like for Yagya and all these Vedic rituals there. Then Brajabasis also thought, let us take darshan of Krishna. I spoke some time back. I'm not going in all details. And they could not enter. And then, because the gatekeeper would not allow, then Jashoda called Krishna with relation, with love. Gopal, 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 crying. And Krishna could not remain because he's attracted by pure devotion. They also have devotion, but that is different type. And Jashoda's devotion is different type. That is Ragamark, highest. So he came out and everything was disturbed. And he came into the lap of Jashoda and was crying. She was also crying. And Nanda Maharaj. And then he met all cowherd boys and also gopis. And because everything was disturbed there, Krishna said, I cannot remain now here. Quickly bring chariot so that we will go to Dwaraka. But the gopis, they said, no, you should come to Vrindavan. Here it is okay, we are meeting, but it is not same. Vrindavan environment is necessary. Otherwise we cannot get that taste. Radharani especially, she was telling. So all the gopis, they are pulling Krishna to Vrindavan. Vrindavana cholo hai Gopinath or Jagannath. You come to Vrindavan. and they are pulling. So Mahaprabhu saw Ratha Yatra in this way, and he was doing in this mood. In the mood of Radharani, he was pulling, sometimes with his head behind, he was pushing Jagannath Ratha, and Jagannath would not move if Mahaprabhu was behind, because Jagannath is subdued by the love of Radharani. That was shown there. And Mahaprabhu made 7 kirtan parties, and Sarup Damodar was in the first group. He was the main singer. And Advaita Acharya was the principal dancer in this group. And there were others who will follow his kirtan and Mridanga player and like this. So then we also heard from Chaitanya Charitamrita sometimes Mahaprabhu would dance in one group, sometimes he would be in all groups at the same time, simultaneously, and only king could see this. Achintya, inconceivable how this is possible, and each group thought Mahaprabhu is only in our group. And sometimes he would make one group of all and he would dance. So in this way they would do kirtan for the pleasure of Jagannath, and they were going. And there is one place, I forgot the name, something B, where Jagannath stops and everyone can offer him food items. Whoever, whichever caste, from whichever country, no problem. Anyone can offer. From front, from back, from left, from side, anywhere they can offer. And Jagannath will take by his merciful glance, he will take everything. So then Mahaprabhu also blessed the king in that Jagannath Ballabh garden. Jagannath was also very happy when going. He saw on both sides sandy beach on one side and many gardens on another. He felt like in Vrindavan because trees and forest. So Mahaprabhu played the pastime of being very tired. So that time Sarvam Bhattacharya told, now you go to the king. But not in this dress. You go like a simple Vaishnava, and king could massage his feet. And he also spoke Ras Leela topic from Bhagavatam. And Mahaprabhu was very happy to hear. And he said, you are the greatest donor. You did so much service for me. What I can do for you? I can only embrace you. So in this way he blessed the king. Although before, to teach the other people's rules, the sannyasi should not meet king. So he did not want to meet, to give this teaching. But he made such arrangement that he blessed him as a devotee. Already during the time of Ratha Yatra, because he showed him this lila, how he simultaneously in all kirtan groups. And then also here he embraced him, full blessing. So, and he would sing Mahaprabhu, Seito Parananat Painu Jahalagi Madana Dohana Jurigenu. I have finally found my life's Lord, for whom I had so long burnt in the flames of desire. And singing that verse, it is mundane poetry between one lover and beloved, that how we are same and we are meeting, but the happiness is not same, because it is not same environment, and no one could understand this, what Mahaprabhu is singing in front of Jagannath. Only Sarup Damodar could understand, no one else. And Rupa Goswami also he understood by the grace of Mahaprabhu, and Sarup Damodar knew, but he did not broadcast. But Rupa Goswami did. He wrote another verse expressing directly what is the meaning. That Radharani is telling like this in Kurukshetra. I am same Radha, you are same Krishna, and we are meeting. It is very happy, but Vrindavan is not here, and your flute, fifth note, so you come to Vrindavan. And he wrote this verse, and he put it in his Bhajan Kutir, their cottage. He was staying with Haridas Thakur, and he put it in the roof. That was palm leaf on which they wrote. And Mahaprabhu, by coincidence, so-called coincidence, he found it and he read, and he was very happy. And when Rupa Goswami came back from his bath, then Mahaprabhu slapped him out of love. He said, how you could know what is in my mind? Then he also asked Swarup Damodar, how Rupa can know what is in my heart? How does he know? Then Swarup said, yes, if he knows, it means he got your grace. Otherwise it is impossible. So this verse is, Priyah soyam Krishna sahachari kurukshetra militas tataham sarada tat idam ubhayo sangama sukham tathapi antah kelan madura murali panchamajushe manome kalindi pulina vipinaya sprihati. O companion, Saki, this is my beloved Krishna meeting me here in Kurukshetra. I am the same Radha, and both of us are feeling the joy of union. Even so, my mind wishes for the forest by the banks of the Jamuna, where the fifth note of his flute reverberates sweetly within my heart. Also, Mahaprabhu, in front of Jagannath, we were hearing from Chaitanya Charitamrita, he would bow down to him and said, I am not sannyasi, grihasta, vanaprastha or brahmachari, not kshatriya, brahmin, shudra or vaishya. No. Means no worldly ego, sarvapadavi nirmuktam. I am the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna, the master of the gopis. That is my identity. He bowed down to him and he was saying many prayers to Jagannath during Ratha Yatra. We heard in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, Jagannath temple is Kurukshetra and Gundicha is Vrindavan. So devotees, they are very enthusiastic to bring Jagannath to Vrindavan. This is how Gauriya Vaishnavas are seeing and observing. They also observe return Ratha Yatra, but not with same enthusiasm. So they are bringing to Gundicha, that is Vrindavan. Then we also heard soon it will come that Hera Panchami festival when Lakshmi Devi will become very angry, feeling neglected by Jagannath. So she will come and she will arrest all the servants of Jagannath. Why he didn't come back yet? You should bring him immediately. And they have to promise. So that time, Mahaprabhu asked, why Lakshmi Devi is so angry? Then Sarup Damodar was explaining this is this man, transcendental emotion, jealousy like. So that time Srivas Pandit explained about Lakshmi's opulence and Vaikuntha. And Sarup Damodar, we were hearing, he was explaining about the gopis man, especially Radharani, we heard. And Mahaprabhu was very happy. He said, speak on, go on speaking. And ultimately he also started to dance. and he was so much in ecstasy in Radharani that he also became like Radharani. Forum also became. And that is why Nityananda was staying a little distance. He cannot go near because Baladev is, that rasa is not going. So then what to do? Then Sarup Damodar pacified Mahaprabhu. That now all devotees, they are very tired. So Kirtan should come to an end. Yes, and another one was, there was one Bhagavanacharya. He's a good devotee, simple-hearted. He had one brother, younger. He was studying Vedanta Sutra in Kashi, Mayavad. But out of affection, he told to Sarup Damodar and other, he came, my brother, he learned there, so you please hear him speak. Then Sarup Damodar chastised him, very angry. Now your mind is totally lost in the association of your younger brother. You want to hear Mayavad commentary. That is very bad. It will spoil the mind of everyone. Then Bhagavanacharya said, yes, but we are all devotees, it will not spoil our mind. Then Sarudam said, anyway, but devotees, they don't like to hear that Mayavad philosophy. Only Chaitanya means consciousness and Brahman and all this. Never Krishna Leela is never coming. So devotees, and also it is said, Jiva is the same as Brahma. That servitude is not admitted. So, and the forum of Bhagavan is Maya, like this. He said, devotees, they don't want to hear this. Then Bhagavanacharya accepted. They're doing this lila to teach us. So that was wrong commentary. And another one was, one poet came from Bengal. He also was friend of Bhagavanacharya. And they heard his poetry and they liked it very much as a poetry. So Bhagavanacharya told to Sarup Damodar to hear it because he must check before it can go to Mahaprabhu if there is any improper siddhanta or improper mixing of rasa bas. He had to check. So Sarup Damodar heard, and only in first verses already so many mistakes. Then Sarup Damodar chastised him. You made wrong siddhanta and this all, it is not good. So he chastised him very much, and that he was a simple-hearted dead poet, and he regretted and repented. Then Sarup Damodar told him this teaching, which is very important. I heard it from Gurudev also. Jaho Bhagavat poro Vaishnavero stane, ekanta ashray koro Chaitanya charane. Chaitanya Bhakta Goner নিত্য কর সঙ্গা তবে তো জানিবা সিদ্ধান্তা samudra taranga. He told him, go and study Srimad Bhagavatam from a Vaishnava, realized soul, pure devotee. And you take one exclusive shelter to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one pointed shelter. And always you associate with his personal associates, devotees. Then it will be possible for you to know about the waves of the ocean of Siddhanta, devotional conclusions. Means it is unlimited, it is all the time revealing newly. Otherwise it will not be possible. So this teaching we are getting from Sarup Damodar Goswami. And here also it is mentioned that Choto Haridas, he was a renunciate, but he made some mistake when he went to beg rice from Madhavi Devi, he did some improper conversation with her. So Mahaprabhu did not want to see him again. Although Swarup Damodar Goswami tried, but Mahaprabhu did not. Why? To give teaching that this is serious transgression. But Mahaprabhu was also merciful. He punished him, he neglected him, and Choto Haridas also did that atonement. He gave up his body in Triveni, where Ganga, Jamuna, and Saraswati, they are meeting in Prayag. So that is the only place where one can commit suicide. It will not be tamasic. Suicide is tamasic. It will increase problem. If you think you can solve the problem, it will increase it. You will become ghost and you will have to suffer more. But it is in scripture, there in Triveni, if someone for atonement, he commits suicide, gives up body, as a way of atonement, purification, that is accepted. So he did this and gave up his body. Then Mahaprabhu asked, where is Choto Haridas? Now he can come. Now I can see him. So they told him, no, Choto Haridas already left his body. Then Mahaprabhu said, yes, that is the right atonement. But in his Siddha Deha, we will come in Chaitanya Charitamrita in the end. In his Siddha Deha, in spiritual form, he used to come to sing for Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu would hear his singing. No one else could hear, but Mahaprabhu was hearing. So Mahaprabhu is all merciful. He wants to rectify us. If we do something wrong, he will want to rectify. Immediately when we are changed, he will again accept our service. So this change must be there. Also, you know that husbands of those wives in Vrindavan, Brahmins doing yagya, and they were in karmakant mood. So they had no actual faith in Krishna, but the wives they had. So they went to serve Krishna and Baladev in forest, giving up their husbands. Then Krishna told them, now you go back to your home. Then they said, no, already we left, and our husbands also threatened us. If you will go, you should not come back. You cannot come back. Then Krishna said, yes, I know they said this. But now, by your devotion, because you served me, by watering at the root of tree, all are benefited. Their hearts also changed. I know. You don't know, but I know. I am in the heart of everyone. I know. So their heart changed. You can go back and they will accept you. So really they did. They bowed down to wives and they praised and prayed for grace. So change of mood must come. Then it will be again good, that. So nothing is like permanently like permanent hell or like permanent bad, permanent like that. No, every mistake can be rectified. And immediately when it is rectified, you will get all benefit. But we have to be punished to understand that this is a mistake. That is out of mercy of Supreme Lord. We entered into this Maya, this is also wrong. So we have to be punished to realize that is wrong. And when we will change our mood from enjoyer or renouncer to servant of Krishna, then he will accept us. And also you heard, when Raghunath Das Goswami finally could come to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he became eligible, he was showing this lila. Mahaprabhu told him, gradually you can surmount. So now you do bhajan according to your status and gradually. So he was doing bhajan in house, like then he came to Puri. That time Mahaprabhu accepted him and he told him, Sarup Damodar will be your teacher. He offered him to his hand. So he would explain to him everything, but one day Raghunath Das Goswami said, I want to hear from Mahaprabhu also personally. So Sarup Damodar took him and Mahaprabhu said, already I gave Sarup Damodar to you. He knows more than me. But still, if you want to hear something from me, then I'm telling. Don't hear any worldly talk. Don't speak any worldly talk. You always chant Harinam, being humbler than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, giving respect to others and not desiring respect for yourself. And inside your heart, you always serve Radha Krishna mentally. Mahaprabhu told. And yes, don't wear nice clothes and don't eat nice food, means for enjoyment. That then, when Haridas Thakur disappeared in Puri, that time Sarup Damodar also was singing Kirtan and Mahaprabhu was dancing. And they were distributing prasad. Sarup Damodar went to Jagannath temple to request for prasad for Haridas Thakur's Samadhi ceremony, festival. And then at the end of Lila, we will come in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Mahaprabhu was like a mad in the mood of Radharani, feeling extreme separation, grief from Krishna. That time only Raya Ramananda and Sarup Damodar were always with him and singing appropriate songs, or Raya Ramananda would, mostly Sarup Damodar would sing songs and Raya Ramananda would speak some shlokas from Bhagavatam or some other scriptures to enhance the mood of Mahaprabhu. And also, yes, here it is also mentioned, Jagadananda Pandit, when Mahaprabhu was in this mood, he was like fully renounced and he would sometimes rub his face against wall and sleeping on the ground or on bark of a tree. So sometimes he got some injuries also from that. So Jagadananda made one bed from cotton and very nicely, and he told to Govinda, you give to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu did not want to accept like too much luxury. Then he became angry, Jagadananda. Then Sarup Damodar made a solution. He took some cloth of Mahaprabhu, old one, and filled it with banana leaves and made a bed and one pillow. Then Mahaprabhu would accept. So Sarup Damodar was very expert how to serve. Jagadananda also expert because they are each having different mood and Mahaprabhu is accepting all services, the mood. So then Mahaprabhu, he was in Gambhira, that room. If you go to Puri, you can see 3 doors locked, but Mahaprabhu came out from through those doors. They were locked from outside by Govinda, Sevak, but somehow Mahaprabhu came out and was wandering, and he saw that on the beach, that dune, and he thought it is Govardhan. And he started to run and he fell unconscious. And all devotees, they were searching for him. Sarup Damodar was the leader of the search party. They were searching and they found him and they did kirtan. And Mahaprabhu told, I was in Govardhan. I saw Radharani and the Sakis and they told me to pick flowers for Krishna. So here Mahaprabhu was in the mood of Manjari, not in the mood of Radharani. Sometimes he was in the mood of Radharani, sometimes to teach for us, he was also in the mood of Manjari. We will hear these pastimes in Chaitanya Charitamrita in the end. And one time they found him in front of Jagannath temple. All the cows were they were licking him and smelling, and if you try to push them away, they would not go. They became attached to Mahaprabhu. That time also they did kirtan, and Mahaprabhu's body became long, sometimes short. Then they also did kirtan loud, and Mahaprabhu told, why you are doing this noise? Means pure devotees, they are doing kirtan. Mahaprabhu saying, why this noise? I was in Vrindavan. I saw Radha Krishna in Jamuna. They were doing lila. Why you brought me back here? And one time Mahaprabhu saw ocean and he thought it is Jamuna, and he entered and was lost. So they could not find Mahaprabhu anywhere. They were searching. That was all during night happening. Then one fisherman caught him in the net. He thought it is a big fish. So he was going, and then he was going on the beach, and he became like a mad because touching Mahaprabhu is in prema, so that is infused. So he became mad, and he was going and chanting Harinam, and Sarup Damodar understood, yes, this must be by Mahaprabhu, and that net was there, and they opened, Mahaprabhu was there. So that fisherman was still in ecstasy, and Sarup Damodar had to slap him to come to his senses. And he told, I know some incantations to remove ghosts and like this, so I will do. And he was slapping, but he understood. This is from the touch of Mahaprabhu. We will come in Chaitanya Charitamrita also. So Mahaprabhu would always tell what he saw in his transcendental vision in that samadhi, which lila. Also Upadeshamrita he spoke in this way. In Puri beach, devotees were there and Mahaprabhu was in samadhi, and then he came half out. Then he spoke that Upadeshamrita in his own words, and Rupa Goswami was hearing, and he wrote it in his own words. That is 11 verses of Upadeshamrita. How to attain Radha Kunda, all steps. So then, totally at the end of Mahaprabhu's Lila, Mahaprabhu took the shoulder of Sarup Damodar and Raya Ramananda. He said, Horshe Prabhu Kochen Shuno Swarup Ramarai. Kalo Nam Sankirtan Paramaupay. My dear Sarup Damodar and Raya Ramananda, please hear me. In very happy mood, he was telling. In this age of Kali, the best way to attain ultimate goal of life is Nama Sankirtan. Then he started to explain Shikastaka. First verse, third verse, and in the third verse, this comes. We are hearing during Kartik. Jai Rupe Loile Nam Prema Upajoye Tahar Lakshan Shlok Shuno Sarup Ramarai Uttam Hoya Apanake Mane Trinadham Dve Prakare Sahisnuta Kore Brikasam Brika Jeno Katileho Kichuna Bulai Shukaila Maile Kare Pani Namagoy Jai Jai Magoye Tare De Apandhon Gharma Brishti Sohe Aner Koro Erokon Uttam Hoya Vaishnav Hobe Nirobiman Jive Saman Dive Jani Krishna Adishtan. He said, Sarup Damodar Ramananda, hear me about scriptural verse, how one should chant Harinam, by which pure love, Krishna Prema, can be manifested. Then he spoke, unless we practice this third verse of Shikastaka, we cannot get Krishna prema by chanting, because it will be nama parat or nama bas. But for pure chanting, it must be with these four qualities. We have to practice this under the guidance of realized soul, and then only we can get by chanting. Not every chanting will give Krishna prema. That is why in first verse it is said Nama Sankirtan. But again, it is what is meant in what way, how we should do it. It is also important. So Sri Sarup Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Rai remained constantly by the Lord's side throughout his ecstasies in Dibyon Mad, that is divine madness, calming him and enriching his feelings of love. Sri Sarup Damodar Goswami left the world on the day of Lord Jagannath's Ratha Yatra, not long after the Lord's disappearance. So today is Srila Sarup Damodar Goswami's disappearance day. I bow down to him and pray his causeless mercy. And also Ratha Yatra day, we pulled Baladev, Subhadra, Jagannath to Vrindavan, and we have to sing their glories and pray for their grace. Jai Baladev, Jai Baladev, Jai Baladev, Jai Jai Baladev, Jai Baladev, Jai Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra, Jai Subhadra, Jai Subhadra, Jai Jai Subhadra, Jai Subhadra, Jai Jai Subhadra, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jai Jagannath, Jai Sudarshan, Jai Sudarshan, Jai Sudarshan, Jai Jai Sudarshan, Jai Sudarshan, Jai Jai Sudarshan, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jai Jagannath, Vrindavane Cholo, Jai Jai Gopinath, Vrindavane Cholo, He Gopinath, Vrindavane Cholo, He Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jai Jagannath, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hari Bol.